This is the Business Value Exchange. I'm Helen Beckett, the Community Manager. I'm very pleased to introduce today Steve Halliday, who's the incoming President of Socitm. That's the organisation for IT leadership in the public sector and third sectors. Welcome, Steve.
Thank you very much, Helen. Good to be here.
And also, great, your day job as well is Head of IT at Solihull Council too.
That's right, yeah. I've been with Solihull a few years now.
So, as incoming President, you've set out an agenda already for where you want to see IT leadership contributing in the public sector and third services. Would you like to outline those priorities?
Yeah, the three top priorities that I have for the year of my presidency. First is leadership, second is digital, and the third is co-production. And leadership, I think both in terms of really what IT is about, and IT is about aligning the business priorities with the IT delivery and innovation. And I think so both for our members in their organisation and for what Socitm delivers as a whole in terms of taking innovation into the organisations, cross-sharing ideas. Leadership is really the focus for the year, has been for some time, and we really want to build on that. The second priority is digital. And that's really about the customer experience. So when a citizen engages with a public service organisation over the internet, how can we maximise the customer experience in order that that's the channel of choice rather than merely the cheapest channel. So we want to delight the customer with excellent digital services, okay. And that's very critical to the delivery of digital. And the third priority is co-production. That's really about saying how can we combine with our citizens to deliver new and interesting things which we might not have thought of as an independent organisation.
That sounds really interesting, Steve, particularly the final point you make about co-production. I mean, I think it's fair to say that local government services have been hit really hard in the last spending round cut, 25% reduction in budget. How does this? It has fostered a spirit of innovation, though, hasn't it? Can you tell us a bit more about co-production and what this will mean?
Yeah, absolutely. The innovation, necessity is the mother of invention, and we do see innovation spurring up all over the place as a consequence of that. People are finding better ways of doing more things and doing different things. And co-production essentially says, we did have a model of public service, if you like, which was that we take a deficit model of what the community is like, we understand where their problems are, we try and fix them for them. A co-production model says, no, it's an asset. The community is an asset. It's got loads of ways that it can fix its own problems. And how do you engage with the community to deliver new things which are different and services which help people improve their lives in ways that the organisation might not have thought of before. And that kind of co-production, I think, is really the shape of the future for public service. I'll give you some good examples of co-production.
Oh, lovely.
Interesting stuff come from. Okay, indeed, yes. Interesting stuff from Brighton, where they've worked on creating a social service, in effect, in which people with learning disabilities want to go out to concerts, usually don't have the same musical taste as their carers. So they sought to find people from the community who would go with somebody with a learning disability who wanted to go to a gig. They called that gig buddies. And you might ask, so what's that got to do with IT? But actually it's a social media-led initiative that creates the opportunity to identify where people might be. And CIOs and IT leaders and the sort of digital activists are getting very involved in those sorts of experiences, building new services that help people improve their lives.
So during your tenure, we hope to see more of this kind of innovative spirit and co-production, extending local services, offering better value for taxpayer money.
I think that's absolutely right. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Helen.
Halliday. Bye.
Bye then.